a gentleman's residence initially, and stayed that way for around 100 years. It was then taken over by the Wakefield Asylum, and since then it's been an RAF base during the Second World War, it's been a girls' charity school, and it's been a community centre. It was a community centre for around 30 years or so. It's been a driving school. 1960s it was used as a driving school base. So I just think it's fascinating how a building can have so many varied uses. So you've got the original, what would have been basically a corridor going through to 2 more rooms, and then a door with a locked and a cupboard. But even up here, which is the top floor where you have the servants' rooms, you've got
marble fireplaces.
Yeah, still quite substantial.
Yes, I've lived in the area since 1984 and came to Mount Pleasant 1985 for something to do, and I just loved the building, and I ended up doing just about every course that was going, but I just loved the building and loved the history of it. There is a staircase at the back of Mount Pleasant, and when it was a girls' charity school, the girls were put in that spiral staircase, closed the door. It was cold, it was dark, it was all made of stone, and they were put there as punishment.
Currently there are a few people living there who are looking after the building, so they're the kind of guardians for the building, which is making sure that it's not intruded into too much and damaged on the inside.
A mate of mine, Jamie, lives downstairs. He basically was moving out of where he lived and came across, I think it was on Rightmove or something, but it seemed too cheap to make sense, because it was originally 180 quid a month, all in with bills. He moved in, I came round a few evenings to help him kind of do it up and sort of sort it out a bit, and basically just fell in love with the building at that point. And then this one came available and I just jumped at the chance. It's got such a potted history. As I mentioned before, it's 1 year younger than the United States of America, so it's built in 1777. It must have been quite a kind of grand thing, because it does sit on a bit of a rise. Like from the top floor you can see really quite far across the valley, so it must have been pretty impressive in its heyday.
Do you think there's any reason why it's sort of lapsed in people's awareness and consciousness?
Because it's not used for community anymore. Yeah. If it was used for community and lots of community things were going on, people would know about it.
From what I understand, it's in the hands of a property developer who has an interest in developing it as a residential home of some kind. As I go in, I realise that the fixtures and fittings are quite good actually. There's some good things there, and we don't want that to disappear. You know, that's why it's listed. You know, it's that they're good enough to be saved. They're good enough on a national level to be saved. There could be some big changes on the way, and they could be very soon. The next thing I'd expect to happen would be a planning application, and it's up to local people what they want to do about that. You know, if they feel strongly enough about the building and they want it preserved so it has public access, for example, then they're going to have to do something about it.